Today I need to hang up my tomatoes. They are getting too big and they're just flopping on the ground. So I went out and cut some big bamboo poles. I'm gonna build a little bit of a structure for them. We'll see how it works. Got a small one here for some of the squash and cucumbers. A little tripod here, but I'm gonna make a pretty big one. It might be hilariously too big. All right, I ended up retying that one. It was a little bit loose. All right, I'm gonna put the 3 cross poles, and that is what the tomatoes will hang from. You'll see it. It'll make more sense in a second. I don't think I'm gonna lash the top pole down. It'll be fine there. I'm gonna go ahead and probably do a lashing at these other poles just for some added security. I've been using bankline, which a lot of outdoor guys use. I like it. It's got a little bit of stickiness to it because it's got some tar, so it grips really well, which is good for something like bamboo because it's very slippery. I guess it's slick. It's not a very rough surface, so that gives it a little bit more grip. You know, get around nice and tight. When you do the wrap and the frap, it seems to work pretty well. Just, you know what, I'd use about 5 or 6 foot on each of those, and that'll be fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do these other lashings, and then I'm gonna tie the tomatoes off to it, which is the whole point. So let's get to it. I just jumped on it and it slid a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it for the tomatoes. I think there'll probably be 100 pounds worth of tomatoes on here, but it'll be spread throughout the whole structure. I think it'll be okay. All right, let's get ready to string up some tomatoes. Now the idea here is that each row has a pole over the top. All right, so my front row here has this pole going. My next row has this pole right here, and then the final row has the top pole on it. All right, and I'll run a string from the top and tie it to the plant and wrap that tomato around as it goes up. All right, I suckered this one a little bit just so you could see it a little clearer. Now I'm gonna use a piece of bankline as always, and I'm actually going to tie it around the base of the tomato plant. Now I do not, sucker that guy off. I do not tie it tightly. What I usually do is make a loose loop. I use a bowline. Bowline's very easy to get out. I like to reuse these. So there's my bowline. I'll tie it again so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe you can see. If not, then go learn how to tie a bowline on another YouTube channel. All right, take this, both of my ropes, cross over. I'll flip it around. So I got that little loop there. I bring it around this standing in, back under the rope. Anyway, don't worry about it if you don't know how to do it. You'll figure it out. Then what I like to do is go ahead and, so it's not tight, right? There's room to grow. It's not going to hurt the plant, but you can pull up with it, okay? So basically, I'm going to just tie this around the top of my pole here, and that'll be awesome. What I'll do first on this guy is I'm going to twist it around the string. So take it around, take it around. Tomatoes don't naturally twist around, but they don't seem to mind. So if I twist around the whole thing, then he's pretty happy and he's upright. And I'm not going to pull real tight. I don't want to distress him. But I'm just going to give him a gentle upward pull. And as he continues growing, I'll just keep twisting him around. And I'm going to wrap this around and tie it very loosely so I can undo it. No big deal at all. And then if he has any suckers that I miss, I can tie off the suckers in the same way. So there we go. I'm going to do this with every single one of my plants. This front row, it's not very tall. So when they reach up here, I don't know, I might give them some more string up to this second one. Just let them grow at an angle. That'll probably be fine. You know, in fact, on this one, I think maybe I'll hold off. I'll wait and see what they do. I'm just gonna go ahead and tie the string around, but I won't wrap any of them. I'll have to go through and, you know, there's a few ones I missed, I'm sure. So I'll keep an eye on them, and every couple of days I'll go and just twirl them around a little bit more. Well, that's basically it. Just time for some finishing touches. So that's it for now. I'll probably do some modifications. I'll try to give an update later in the season as the tomatoes get bigger and as things break and I have to fix them. But yeah, I like doing this kind of project. It's fun. I think it looks cool. I'm not a gardening expert, so if I'm doing anything wrong, don't do what I do. Okay, see ya.